There we go. We are live. Welcome, welcome. Welcome to Hippie Chicks Live. It's 4 o'clock Friday, guys. It's that time of the week. And we are here local. It's Kat and Elle, and we are at Best Buds Puff Palace.
Woo.
All right. So, some people like to go to their pharmacy and get, they got a prescription from their doctor to go get some anxiety medication, right? And there's a laundry list of them. Some people like to go home and just have a nice glass of wine, maybe a cocktail. And some people like to
take some dabs. Lots of dabs.
And here we are. We're in Norfolk, Virginia, in the beautiful Ocean View neighborhood at the grand opening of Best Buds Puff Palace. We have owners Ashley and Katie here with us. They are sisters and entrepreneurs, and we're going to let them tell you a little bit about themselves. So take it away, ladies.
Hi, I am Katie, and I have been a smoker since I was about 12 years old, and yes, I know. And I have just got into like the whole what TH does for you, the medicinal side of it. The terpenes, the cannabinoids.
It's medicine, right?
It's medicine for a lot of us. And so we decided that we wanted to get into having a safe place for women to come. And we're all about women empowering women, but mainly we wanted a safe place for women to be able to come and shop. And some people are like very new to it and they don't know a lot about it, and they try to go to a smoke shop, and a lot of people don't know anything.
It's overwhelming and it's scary a little bit.
It is. Yeah. And a lot of people there, they don't know what a banger is. A lot of people don't know what a bong is. So we just wanted to just have a really nice smoke shop that ladies can come to and shop, check out,
and get
educated. And we're also going to be like a little boutique. So there might be some moms that might be like a stay-at-home mom that do little things at home that we could carry their stuff in our store, in our boutique.
You guys, it's super cute in here. If we have some time, I'll unplug here and walk you around and show you. I mean, you could tell we recognize the castle back there, but it's been augmented a little bit. It's a palace. It's a puff palace. And and there's all kinds of groovy stuff in here. And yes, it looks like a vase, but is it?
Oh, it's a bong.
It's beautiful,
That
actually.
Is neat. Oh, okay.
Absolutely.
It's a bong, but it's a vase.
Yes. Right.
Yes.
So we have those stuffy in-laws
that have that still have a stigma about it. Speaking of which, let's talk about the medicinal side of this, because everybody, sure, we all love to party and have fun, and it raises your frequency, but there's some serious. I mean, this is I like to call it the Lord's lettuce.
That's right,
if you will, because it comes from the earth. It's natural. So I want to really kind of hone in on that aspect of it, because there's been, well, I'm going to use the P word, a lot of propaganda, a lot of bad propaganda about this medicine. So either lady,
I want to tag on to that before we have ladies speak about that, because you mentioned that you've been a smoker since you were 12, and you said early, but you know what? No, because as young people, we needed something medicinal that would help us to regulate our nervous system. Our nervous system is all out of whack as young people.
Yes.
And here's the thing that really gets my goat with the propaganda. You can drink all day and all night and it's not a big deal, right? But alcohol has no medical benefit. Okay, red wine may have antioxidants.
Okay, good point. Rare. But the rest of it is poison.
Exactly. Whereas THC has a medicinal purpose, but it's frowned upon. There's such a stigma when it comes to the flower, the weed,
and it's all false. It's all false,
and it is.
But and then now it's been, because it's been around for so long, because they started it back in the 30s. So we're talking 90 years ago.
Right.
It's getting passed down from generation to generation, and they think it's against these hierarchy orders, and it's like, actually no, it helps empower people, helps us regulate our central nervous system.
But they don't want that. People don't want that.
They don't.
No, they don't want that.
I mean, and I hate
they want us to be pushing big pharma.
Yeah.
There's that.
Interesting. Okay.
Yes.
Well, I like it when the bell dings like that. To me, that's AI going, oh, bingo, girl. You got that right. You got that one right.
Funny.
So, all right. So, yeah. All right. Let's be honest about it. The first time I ever tried it, I was 16 years old. And it really 100% helped me through the situation I was going through. I lived with an elder brother. I was the youngest of four. He was just barely 8 years older than me, but he was on the spectrum. But that phrase wasn't known back in the 70s. Okay.
Right. Yeah.
Chuck was just an asshole. Okay. And that's all it was. And he got off on getting reactions out of me. And my mother had a hard time controlling him. So her only recourse was to send me to my room. So basically, I'm getting punished for my brother pushing my boundaries, right? And I know she felt bad about that. But once I was old enough and everything, I stuck it to his weed stash and snatched some of his stuff.
Oh, snap.
And I went and watched He-Man, sat on the couch, and the whole room just went whoop. And my life hasn't been the same since. So.
I know that's right.
But all jokes aside, it actually really did help me to just decompress. Yeah, not because when you walk around on eggshells, because I couldn't walk anywhere. Oh, Kathy's here. Let me pick on her. Right. Let me get a reaction out of her.
That's right.
So
I'd be screwed without it. I'm just gonna be honest. It helps me that much in my day-to-day life, as my pain, my anxiety, my crazy spells. It keeps me really regulated, especially RSO. If you don't know what RSO is,
No.
Rick Simpson oil. It's like it's really honestly used for like lupus, how do you say the word? Epilepsy, cancer.
Oh, that's my brother had epilepsy.
All the things. I mean, it's just literally if you have, like pain issues or maybe some bipolar, or just go look up RSO and do the research on RSO. It is some life-changing stuff.
Nice.
It really is.
I hadn't heard of that, but yeah, that's and again, just being able to be regulated. So I started smoking when I was 16 as well, and honestly, it didn't do much to me but make me laugh. But I didn't realize what it was doing for me. That it was really putting me at ease and helping to regulate my nervous system. So, went away from it for years and years because of the stigma.
Right.
Drank more. Right, putting poison into my system, and it wasn't until menopause that I really started to smoke again and recognize the true benefits of it and stopped listening to the stigma.
Right.
And I'm going to tell you, had I not had weed, I would not have made it through menopause. Menopause kicked my ass. It really did. And that
and plus you're empathic. Well, all four of us in this room are highly empathic, which is why we need this type of a medicine, especially if you're suffering from like fibromyalgia. I only do air quotes because, well, that is a response to the chaotic energies of the world around us.
No, you're absolutely right.
Not just within your own micro world, but the macro, everybody that's flipping out right now.
Yep.
So to buffer that, this type of medicine is highly needed just to be able to function in a daily life, and it doesn't impair driving, and not like alcohol does. I mean, I could have 2 martinis and go, maybe Linda should drive, and she hasn't driven in a long time.
In fact, I drive better.
So do I.
Okay.
And I've been doing it for 40 years.
I don't get so angry. All
you're
the
chilled
things.
out. Yeah, it's like, okay, you can cut in front of me.
In the morning when I'm on my way in traffic, I'm more at ease. In the evening on my way home, I'm more tense.
Right. Exactly. And the thing is,
until I get that hit, I smoke.
With marijuana, you can microdose, and I do that a lot. So if I'm drinking, half a beer, it's gonna, whatever you're drinking is gonna take you to that place right away. Right. Whereas if you microdose, your limits, and you can experiment with that. And so if I maybe need to take a hit just to drive home, I can do that. And I'm not telling anybody to drive impaired, but it doesn't impair you if you are microdosing and you are relaxing your nervous system so you can handle
a lot of them
all
take
of this
their anxiety meds and drive.
I was just going to say that, Katie. I mean, how many people are out there whacked out on their pharmaceuticals driving around?
Let's just be real.
Yeah. So, no high and mighty stuff going on.
They're drinking their wine with it.
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
They sure are.
Yeah, exactly. So,
I can't tell you how many times I've been to the baseball game and I see them with their cups.
Oh, yeah.
And I know what they got in them cups.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I can smell it, I know.
And it's probably a hard liquor too.
It is.
Most likely.
Yes. It's a hard liquor one of those like girly drinks, but it has like the high stuff in it.
Yeah.
Alcohol in it, like
Right.
14, 16%, whatever. I don't even know the percentages.
And all the sugars that it has. Whether it's sweet or not, it still has a bunch of sugars. And that's just poison for your system.
It sure is.
And I have never awakened the next morning after drinking, whether a little bit or a lot, and felt good.
Oh, hell no.
No.
Felt terrible.
Yep.
Having the alcohol shits and stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Didn't matter how much you drank.
Exactly.
Literally. That's the terrible part.
Well, it's funny because it's true.
I don't want that.
That's
not fun.
It's funny
I don't
because
wake
it's
up
true.
hungover when I smoke or do edibles or do my RSO.
Never. Yeah. Okay. We gotta address some people that, like my sister. She doesn't mind doing it too much right now, because they get their little vape pens and everything. Because my brother-in-law has some health issues and it helps him. But there was a time that she stopped doing it because it used to make her paranoid. And my thought on that is that whatever she was getting, it wasn't regulated. She didn't know what she was getting.
She didn't have the right terpenes.
No, she's absolutely right, because from the age of 20 to about 22, I stopped because it started doing that to me.
Right.
And I quit for that long, and then I eased back into it, and I learned it was everybody is different. Different terpenes and cannabinoids are for different people. What you like, I might not like.
Like, whereas I like sativas, but sativas give her anxiety.
Anxiety, and you know what I'm saying?
That's the same thing. It gets even though I like to be up and happy, but sometimes it gets me too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm an indica dominant type girl. I can do sativas as long as it's like sativa dominant hybrid.
Okay.
I don't want a straight up sativa. It's like
yeah.
To me, it is. Yeah.
I do prefer a hybrid. My brother's strictly indica. Indica makes me a little too lethargic. I'm a little too,
I love it.
Yeah,
no, I do.
I need that blend because it helps me I can get things done.
Yeah, I will get lethargic, and then the munchies come in, and Lord knows I don't need that.
But
so.
you know,
I can function being in the couch.
Right, I know that's right.
But you got too much to do to be in the
What I did with munchies, though, I would keep very cold fruit in my house. Now, this was during menopause again. It had to be cold because, menopause, hot flashes. I would smoke, and normally I would smoke to go to sleep. And I'll smoke with my coffee in the morning because it gets me started and it helps me to relax and sleep at night. And when I would get the munchies, let's say in the middle of the night, I would have this cold fruit and I would just eat the fruit.
That sounds lovely.
Yeah. That way I'm not binging on potato chips and stuff that's not good for you. So.
Yeah.
Good for you. Nice.
That's right.
Awesome. Well, your business model is awesome.
Yes.
I know you have some other plans of what you're doing with this place. It's not just coming here to shop and chill. You've got some other ideas that you got brewing.
Yeah.
So really excited for that to start unfolding for you guys. We couldn't be happier for you guys.
Excited. Thank you. We're excited. Very excited.
Yeah.
Super excited.
So
I'm coming.
So this place, if you can see how beautifully it's decorated, it is definitely like a girl's dream come true.
Yes.
It's like I feel like I'm an I Dream of Genie's bottle, even though we've got the Disney type of palace going on here. But if Genie had a granddaughter, this would be her bottle.
Oh, that's beautiful.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had to think of that one pretty quick. I don't know. We were pumping on that one.
That was a good one.
It's all good. All right, lady. So what else do you want to tell us about your place?
So we are located here in Norfolk at 325 East Bayview Boulevard. And we are primarily, after our grand opening, we are going to be doing live shows on our Facebook and Instagram. So be sure to follow us there. And we are also going to have a website that should be done in a couple weeks, bestbudspuffpalace.com, where you'll be able to find our products. Our primary goal is to support other small business owners and to all grow together.
That's fantastic. And educate people.
Yep, and educate people.
That's the most important thing that you guys, I think, is that education, and let people know how valuable this is. and that it should have always been around for us. And not restricted the way that it has been. I'm glad that that is getting uplifted. Let's hope it stays that way. Knock on wood,
Sure.
because it's valuable and it truly does help people out. It is a true medicine. So
I hate to be like a lot of them out there, like Texas and all those places who,
are still very strict about the
Yeah.
still very
situation.
strict about it. And
But you can go and drink a bottle of whiskey and go drive your Ford whatever down the highway and shoot
And
it
you
up.
can get like multiple DUIs before you ever get jail time.
crazy.
Like they treat marijuana like it's crack or something.
Well, yeah.
I hate to say it like
crazy.
that, but yeah,
it is. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah. So what you're showing us something here?
Yes, love that.
This is a dab rig, handcrafted by Gentry Glass. He is one of our hand-blown artists, and he does phenomenal work.
That's
This is one of
beautiful.
my personal pieces.
That's really, really
So
beautiful.
tell me about dabs, because I've never done a dab.
Go for it.
Okay. So there's all different types of dabs, right? There's crumble, there's batter, there's shatter, there's diamonds, there's solventless live house rosin. Now, most dabs are made with solvents, which is BHO/butane, or PHO, which is like propane, or CO2. CO2 is like the cleanest. However, it's still not the best of the best, but for people who live on a budget, it's better and cleaner for them. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But ultimately, you want to stick with solventless live house rosin because it's some of the cleanest and some of the strongest forms of THC.
Right.
It is, other than RSO. It's made with ice water, heat, and pressure. And I could show you guys some of the videos. It is some of the neatest and coolest stuff. You literally wash the bud, and all the cannabinoids and terpenes get washed out of it, and that makes hash.
Oh.
And then the hash gets pressed in the press, and then this lovely liquid comes out, and then you take that and put it in a jar and put it in the fridge for about 2-3 weeks and let it cure.
Right.
And then you get I know I showed her, but then you get like solventless live house.
Okay.
rosin.
Oh. Wow.
Yes.
Looks like a
See
little
how
tiny
it
baby jar of
smells
sex
so
wax, and that's for
clean? It smells like
surfboards.
the concentrated
Exactly.
And every single one tastes different because every single one is different. Because cannabinoids, they're
Hang
terpenes.
10.
Right. Right.
So if you're ever interested in getting into dabs, rosin is the way to go.
Gotcha. Okay.
Because
Well, it's
so
clean.
nice.
It's all natural.
Yes,
It's more medicinal property.
It has
Absolutely.
lots of medicinal properties, and I have a lung disease, and so I smoked flower for many, many years.
Right.
And it was almost to the point to where like I was gonna stop because it was really affecting my lungs.
And you couldn't breathe.
because
Yeah.
of carcinogens and just the nodules on my lungs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I was like, there's got to be something better and different than this.
Right.
I just started doing my own research, and I just started getting into it. And I just have been ever since, been doing about 5 years. And I just educate a lot of different people in our ladies community. And half the people who I knew smoke flower smoke dabs now.
Wow.
Well, because it sounds like it was kind of life changing for them. You still get the
It
benefits
is.
for it, but you don't feel this.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
And then coughing up after you quit smoking, you'll cough up stuff for a little while.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know I did after I quit smoking flower. And it was lasted for a couple
Well, I
weeks.
did after I quit smoking cigarettes
Yeah.
17 years
Yeah.
ago.
Yeah,
Right.
same.
But I
Mhm.
still I guess I kind of replaced that with flour.
Right.
But I don't smoke flour
However-
like I did.
However, if you're getting organic flour, there's a difference. If you're getting organic flour,
Yes.
like a lot of people should be getting.
Yes.
A lot of people don't know if it's coming from Joe Schmo or not,
Right.
who it is. And so the main thing is organic flour. A lot of people use pesticides and all that stuff to grow their flour.
Well, yeah, just like when you're smoking
so you
cigarettes,
need
you're
to
smoking
use
those
all
pesticides
organic.
too.
Products for your
Right.
flour to be completely organic.
Yes, I agree.
Yes.
And then what's-
And then you're okay and you're fine. Because I smoke organic flour, but that's the only way I can smoke it.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
yeah.
And it's so much safer with what you ladies are doing, because you hear all of the terrifying stories with fentanyl being laced.
Oh my goodness, right?
Oh my goodness,
on the street, and I'm sure they lace it into other things. But being able to have a safe place to come to, I love how you have created that space, and I love that it's specifically not just for women, but that it you market to women.
That's a perfect point, though.
Yeah,
especially with all the scares going. I know 3 people just from moving here 5 years ago that have had lost family members due to that. And so to have a safe place to come to know that everything's going to be okie dokie.
Right.
That's key. Absolutely. I'm sorry I cut somebody off.
Oh, it's okay.
And her friend's daughter, she's younger and she got caught smoking weed. So her mom gave her a drug test and they found Suboxone in her system, which I guess they put Suboxone on the flower.
Oh, God.
I'm like, what the heck?
Yes, it's gotten scary.
Like, what?
Here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, the more, you rely on safe, what's the word I'm saying? Marketing or sales is, you got to look out for it because people are doing nefarious things out there.
They sure are.
And it's no bueno. No bueno at all.
So make sure your source is trustful for sure.
Yeah. Absolutely. Educated and trustworthy. 100%. Yeah. And as I look around this place, I mean, there's so many beautiful products that they have. All the glass devices and other, things that's paraphernalia that you can use to, and
this is another really good one. This is the Focus Carta 2. This is an e-rig. I take this everywhere with me. I take this. This is the Focus Aries, but they're both e-rigs, and they're completely life changing. I tried every Puffco out there, like literally every Puffco before I even found this one. I tried a bunch of Puffcos, seahorses. I mean, just all a whole bunch of different
thorough
brands.
Research going on there.
And I saw this and I was like, man, I got to give that a shot. And I have 3 of them myself that I absolutely love. And I've since then I've upgraded it because it comes with like a normal glass. These are all. This is upgraded with a carb cap and a tether and a topper, a bubbler toppler. So these are amazing, absolutely amazing.
Just makes it a smooth experience and administers the medicine.
Whereas with this rig, you have to use a torch to heat up your banger.
Okay.
With that, that's electronic.
This is all electric.
Yeah.
So that just heats.
I didn't realize that. Yeah. I'm sorry, you missed my surprise reaction. Okay.
That's the E-rig.
Yep. Electric rig.
Takes the complication out of it.
Yeah.
It does.
And we talked earlier about the tether. Now, what does the tether do?
The tether just holds on the carb cap and goes around the atomizer, and it just helps.
So you don't lose it.
So you don't lose it, and helps. So you can maneuver your carb.
That is cool.
Your bubbler around.
Okay. Gotcha. I am learning so much. I'm like, I didn't even know all this stuff existed. Okay.
Yes, and it's
a brand new world
when it's time to
out
clean
there.
it, you get lots of dabs down here. You can save it, and then you can turn around and make edibles with it, RSO, whatever. That's what we do.
Wow. Oh my goodness. So you don't waste either.
You don't waste either. And you smoke the cleanest. So technically, if you wanted to, you could re-smoke it again because you're smoking clean stuff.
Yes.
Isn't that what dogs do sometimes?
No.
Wait, that's dinner.
Right.
Sorry.
Right.
I have to go there sometimes.
Or when one dog throws up and another one comes out.
Yeah, that's a bad day when that happens. Well, that was a wonderful education, Katie. I appreciate that. That's an amazing apparatus there.
And this one's even better because you can literally hit it. I hit him going down the road, but this one's even better to hit down the road, because it literally looks like just a regular vape pen.
Yeah.
Yes.
Really does.
Yeah.
So it's less inconspicuous per se.
Gotcha.
Well, yeah, and just to be respectful because, we're not out there, drinking our bud out there in public, right? But
That's right.
Some people are. But most people don't. They wait to go to establishment or go home. So, so that's awesome.
Yeah.
Very, very cool. Well, thank you guys. I think we have just 5 more minutes left
cool.
to chitty
Y'all said the
chat.
show, yeah.
Everything will be on our website in a couple weeks. So.
Oh, that's right, and that's going to be important.
Mhm.
That's going to be the bulk of your sales, isn't it? It's going to be on the website.
It's going to be online. Our live shows and websites. Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And we're going to do personal shopping experiences.
Personal shopping
Oh,
experiences.
nice.
Also, if somebody comes into town or somebody like hits us up or on Facebook, or hey, I'm in the area, or I'm right because we both live up the street from here. I stopped in, noticed you're not open. Like, yeah, we'll be up there in a minute if we're available or whatever the case may be. Or they can schedule something with us to do to do a to come in and shop or whatever. And then after we get sustainable, we'd like to try to have somebody in here, but you can't hire somebody unless you're sustainable.
Right.
So.
This is true. This is true. I would throw out an idea because this is such a cute little room. Renting it out for cute little parties. I mean, obviously there'd be somebody manning the.
Trust me, that's part of our plan.
That's part of the plan. Okay.
Don't give it all away.
Because never mind. Because
we got more coming.
Ashley's daughter has a business next door. You want to talk about that for a hot second?
Yeah, sure. My daughter is going to be doing freeze-dried candy. Her business is called Daisy's Treats. So if you'd like to give her a follow, she's also on Instagram and Facebook. Her website will be daisystreets.com. So be sure to follow her and let's support her.
The candy looked amazing.
Yes.
Very unique, and from what I understand, we'll have to try some of this stuff. That it enhances the flavor. The freeze drying process enhances the flavor, so it's like even better than Ezra.
For us Jolly Ranchers, you don't have to break your teeth. It's
Right.
light and airy.
Yeah.
And they just, oh my gosh, I love the Jolly.
And it's in the same building as us, so come see us and go see her. And
I mean that's marketing at its finest, right next door to each other.
That's awesome.
And all in the family, exactly right. So that's a beautiful combination between a place to where you can relax and get some good medicine, and then when it kicks in, you got a sweet treat to pamper yourself with. What a great way to raise your frequency. I mean, it makes you feel good, doesn't it?
That's right.
Absolutely.
Because those are some of the fun things that we get to enjoy as being human beings, are those visceral things, right? And that's where we're at, Kitty Cat. So as we are wrapping up here, the last few minutes, I want to thank Ashley and Katie for inviting us to be here. Actually, I invited myself, I'll be honest with you. But thank you for letting us be here to interview you guys with your amazing endeavor here. Congratulations, you guys. This is a much needed service. We're really excited for you guys, and look forward to seeing what you're going to produce more in the future, because I know it's going to be amazing.
Thank you.
Absolutely amazing. So Hippie Chicks is actually almost in the can. We were having some issues with an editor, but not anymore. So it's going to be coming here soon, but we're here live every Friday at 4:00. So we hope to see you here to join us. And remember, New Reality TV is streaming 24/7. So come check us out and see what's out there. There's so many amazing content providers that will blow your mind, and it's across the world.
Yes, that's for sure.
It's amazing stuff.
It is all about the internet these days.
It is.
Yeah.
You can reach so many more people.
Oh yeah. Because we are one collective, and the more we all raise our own frequency together, the more we will override all that other shit that's going down right now, right? The stuff that we know isn't right. So here's to doing things that are right.
That's right.
Things that are good.
That's right.
And here's to peace and love, guys.
Peace and love.
Peace and love. I got you, Katie. All right, you guys. We'll see you next week.
Bye.
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 I think we're out.
That was cool.
Awesome sauce.
Okay.
Yay.
Yes,
I think that did pretty
Good
good.
job.
Good
Good job.
job.
Good job.
Yay.
Bravissimo.
We have a great episode that we can promote and then in turn promote you guys.
Absolutely.
That is great. Oh my goodness.
That was super
Yeah, that
cute
was
and very
great.
educational. Yeah, Linda and I are like, wait, what?
I know. Because I had no idea. I'm like, and listen, I'm still calling this stuff wax. I'm like, oh, that's what they've been talking about the whole time.
I know.
I didn't even realize it. I'm like, oh,
You're
embarrassing.
kind of OG Gen X.
We
It
really
is
are.
okay. It is okay. It is okay. A lot of my customers are OGs. They're going to be here tonight coming to check us out, but a lot of my Dab Queen customers are OGs, and I have a lot of, I promise you, I've switched a lot of them from flower over to
I'm
dabs.
digging the idea of this shit.
Yeah,
Seriously.
education is so important.
Yeah.
And we're
makes-
actually,
honestly,
and then
to
listen,
carry this thing around
and then
is just
listen,
so
and then
convenient.
Dude,
I've
right?
been Dab Queen for about 5 years now, and we're rebranding. We're rebranding to